Their stance was unthreatening. That one meant us no harm. I don't understand why we attacked. I have fought in self-defense, in battle, but never like this. I do not know. As soon as your stance changed, so did mine. It was a strange thing. Ichani are taught to be prepared for any battle at any time. We are trained to predict each battle several movements in advance, and any great battle several hours in advance. The true Ichani, the greatest of our teachers, are said to be able to predict the path of wars, of battles, years in advance. Yet this attack I was unprepared for. I did not anticipate it. Yet, as you acted, I acted as well. I am not used to such things. Yes? You may.
braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, negotiations are not possible. A deal has been made with, and now...
Teach you. This will teach you.
Jaren knew the risks. He wouldn't do anything different if he was...
What? Who is that? Oh, you go down into the sub-levels yet? It's a shame about them. Have any luck getting to their bodies? I figure there's about... You have? You managed to find them down there? You're tougher than you look. I hope... And no reward, too. You...
A visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. A civilized person with manners. Very rare in this part of the galaxy. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? You flatter me, traveler. It was a good day when I found this holocron. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. I assure you it isn't. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere... How did you know? I never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. This forgery has passed through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. Be serious. Any sentient with scent glands can tell that this is the garbage pit of Dantooine. course not. Another salvager sold it to me, and he bought it from another one before him. When there were more salvagers, but now there are a few of us, and I'm stuck with this garbage. There's no... You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the holocron anymore. So, what should we... There isn't much to see around here. The planet is very lightly populated by settlers, mercenaries. They want no... I don't know. We come from Earth.
Jaren knew the risks. He wouldn't do anything different if he was in our situation.
You asked for it. Take them down. This won't take long.
You're still around here? Really? A secret messenger? And you came to tell me that? Even if you're telling the truth. Zeron might be playing a joke on you.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior. If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't... What does the militia have to say to him? I think that Zeron is 3 cards short of a Pazak deck. You can tell him you've delivered your... I don't suppose you're here to hire us. What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problem. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. It's just another spaceport to me. We have to live. There's an... It galls me that they're on... I have time. What if we... You're really not so bad, you know. If they're on the... She's... You so...
I'm not paid to talk to you. Move along. Can I help you? Just trying to make a living. At least there's still people in the gap. It's not glamorous work, but a man has...
Vieving is dangerous.
Smells like another salvager's come to our camp.
Ease off, Nalik. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a mudlicker. What? I'm a veteran of the Jedi Civil War. I fought dozens of battle-trained Here's my gun. You've given me all the excuse I...
Can I help you?
I don't suppose you're here to hide.
I get tired of clearing out the calf hounds from up. I'm thinking of visiting some of the local settlers. Running low on supplies.
Halt, settler. This is How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? We are highly trained veterans, and you're just a settler with a toy blaster. We're taking the Jedi to I'm gonna say this nice and simple. What? That's a Jedi trick. We trained against that during the war. It's a Jedi, man. Kill him before he tries something else.
This won't take long. Let me handle this. Let me handle this.
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of Right now, Dantooine is at a critical moment. If Kunda... Still, I'm surprised you were able to get this far. Although you do. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused. Did you think rushing into battle against the Mandalorians did anything but bring more harm to the galaxy? It only served to bring about a second war, more dangerous. Countless Jedi died in both conflicts, and everyone who followed Revan and Malak died or returned to the dark side. You were always difficult to read, as a Padawan, and again at your trial, and perhaps more so now that we are here. If you wish to prove yourself, then do so. Kunda's in danger, and the mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment, and now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Yes? Ready.
Let's go.
Ready.
Let's go.
This won't take long.
Me strangely.
Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect force energy. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing... The crystals here are infused with the Force. The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from... The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more this crystal will make an excellent focus.
Yes? You may.
Yotapak mito, haibes nikta dochima. Yatuka uwanrika chotin. Kavadumpa mo wendido cho. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chil. Yatuka Bram tabanins. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata. Charika yayakta mins Kavanata galu Huta yanolia Jukta genichu bawanki Najung winoton ma no miurita Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani Yatuka uwanrika Bramta Yatuka Bramta
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul. That is correct, and You don't need to know the details, but I can tell you there are a lot. According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking... It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you would, of course, I will pay. You'd better reconsider. I can't have a Jedi interfering with my plans. There is a considerable bounty on your car. Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I'm one of the Kunda militia. They need all the able bodies they can get. Now I'm the I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as I've carefully searched this area and haven't found...
But Dantooine is temperate. There is no need for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? It's just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and regardless, I don't suppose... I just really need them. It's important. I'll pay you 1,000... No idea whatsoever. I figure it's a real long I don't suppose...
What's going on?
I'm here.
What's going on?
I'm here. You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. I will answer. She was the... We'd but after...
Admiral, this is Mikal. I have found the exile. Welcome back. Is there anything? What else?
Any luck on getting my module? Excellent. Really? You must have been very Thanks for the help.
I see you have found the elusive Master Vrook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I thank you for finding him, though. Vrook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained. Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the security doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task. Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it.
You heard what the administrator... I was right about it. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize. I don't have anything we can talk. I was right. So you did. That was... The mercenaries aren't... You sure? Once we're done with that, then... All right. Then we got a lot to do. Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I imagine that the mercenaries have got two goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go. Thanks to you, they're gonna have a tough... That's about it. We just need to dig in and wait for the mercs to come. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
Responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem. Is that supposed to convince me, Jedi? I was trained by the Sith. My unit killed many Jedi. I'll give you one last chance. Leave the administrator to her fate. Then you've allied with these flaming settlers. The galaxy doesn't... I was trained at Malak's Academy. Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi to me.
I didn't sign on for this cold-blooded slaughter, Ascol.
I was wondering when you would betray me, Dopak.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your
Kill them all.
You are, of course, our savior, and I am very grateful to you. We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope... I am humbled by your generosity. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do. Dantooine will be slow to rebuild, but I am confident now that we will one day...
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the Administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever... There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others still live. We may be the last. We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be difficult for our enemies to detect and attack. We have chosen to hide our presences from each other, so that the discovery of one will not endanger the others. We cannot. We have resolved not to until we have... But even as our numbers thinned, we had hoped to outmaneuver them. By letting them believe themselves victorious, we thought they would become bold and step from... Then, all of us who remained vowed to meet here on Dantooine. From here we can plan a course of action and care... But so far they remain in hiding, and Jedi continue to vanish and die. Do you have more questions for me? We are at war, but it is unlike any... Somehow our enemy is targeting us through the Force, striking, then retreating. The gathering of any Jedi seems to attract them like a beacon. How did you know of Qatar? Few knew it, but yes. Now the planet is no more. Master Zar, Master Dorak, and many more. I was not on Qatar. It was after Qatar. You have... Force bonds? Yes. It is the... Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. Are you certain? Still, your ability to form such connections, to influence others, was always a subject of discussion, even when you were a student here. Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together, such, and with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems... Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council judgment. Still, you and your connection. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within. Do you have more questions for me? Have they? I've seen no evidence of... Why would they attack you? You are no Jedi. Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel... Still you... It is possible that returning... For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how they would know to find you. Your trial... Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. If you can find others, or find some trace of the Sith, and from there we may... You have more questions? I suppose there is something I should show you. It will keep you alive long enough to prove useful. I'm only going to demonstrate this once. This is the Sheen form, a defensive stance that's good when you're outnumbered, which is most of the time. This form will increase your ability to deflect blaster fire, and it increases the odds of dealing critical strikes against your attackers. I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but... Why did you... I felt the same way. My people had colonies across... I did not... do you know? It's always on my... I was a son. Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need is a little quiet time. What's going on?
I'm here.
It was pretty brave of you to stand up to... I'm happy to hear that. Thanks again. Thanks again, and good luck to you.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego...
That was some intense fighting. I'm glad we both made it through.
Greetings, may I? Process X, error, may I? If you...
What's going on?
Greetings, may I? Process X, is there something I can do? My memory banks recognize you as a Jedi. You are among many Jedi who were trained in the Academy here. You are on the register as one of the Jedi who left the Enclave to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. You had no direct interaction with this droid. However, I have one instance of a conversation. Beginning playback. Error.
Today I caught him in a heated argument with my Padawan. His master refuses to properly discipline. I want to know...
Luke, I respect your wisdom, but it is not your...
But uncontrolled.
True.
average student of the Force, but with a unique strength. I strongly disagree. Mediocre Jedi. Lust.
Recording degraded. End playback. May I be a reliever? The local militia. If you would.
I'm here.
It is as I heard my life. Kill me. I beg you. I have nothing.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy. Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you go about killing one. It'd be tricky.
Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave. I heard they had a colony on the Midrim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Well, it was a planet of her people. If they see through the Force. If they're all Force sensitive, maybe they all saw something through the Force that we can't see. Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll...
She is a threat to us. I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once. Yes? I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something...
What do you mean, Puz...
No. That too. That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos. Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on... His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you... The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from... Yes, his skill with machines is something beyond which most... I see. It does not sound like it is in the past. You may have... Very well. I think you are ready for the next tier. For this we will keep the etiquette of the last duel, but we shall add any melee weapon you choose to the ritual, with the exception of the Jedi weapon. Vibroblade, Bothan stun stick, force pike, whatever you wish. Very well. Yes? Very well. For this then let us begin. You have violated the etiquette of our duel. We will leave. Very well. Very well. I think for this we will keep then let... You have violated the... Very well. For this we will keep the etiquette of the last duel, but we shall add any melee weapon you choose to the ritual, with the exception of the Jedi. Vibroblade, Bothan stun stick, force pike, whatever you wish, but no items, no force techniques. Then let us... You fought well, but you announce your motions before... Of course. I do not... If you wish to hurt me, then you must try hard. Very well, very well. For this then let... indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating. Yes? It does not seem... Yes? I do not think you are ready for further... Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement. Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani understand this. You should as well. It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance, and the most advanced among the Ichani are able to... You are already doing it. If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent and... Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. You are doing better. At first I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things. But I do not... Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights. Yes? Your modesty has no...
Species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear, and do not mate with her. Whatever you may feel, whatever urges consume you, do not let them control you. We shall see. I trust your exile has taught you. Like the servant of Atris, this one, her presence here is a threat to us. To you. Then you are learning. People are not prone to violence, war, or hatred, yet their planet is obliterated, scoured from the face of the galaxy, and all that remains. The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice... I fear you are right, but there is little to be done about it. There are countless reasons, and I... Do you think to turn her from Atris's will? If so, I hope your arrogance will prove true in time. But I will abide her presence. She may have... Because Atris is a threat, and as do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them... If that is your opinion, it is noted. Is that all you wish to speak to me about? She did nothing to your eyes that was not... She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of... Close your eyes. Feel this... Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the handmaidens training in the cargo. The welding of the droid as it... Now, hear the rumble of hyperspace. minded one as she meditated. Now, as my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar. You are strong indeed. What you heard was surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learn. That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening in? Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. How many more? Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems they will follow you because you are a leader. Do not cloak one word within an... You deserve nothing, but you have earned such obedience, yes. They are tools, you are right. I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voice. I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. They obey you because you... Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them? They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to... Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done. I care not which of the words you... That was Revan's way, I believe. Yes, have you come? Very well. I confess its nature eludes me as well. It seems that at times of stress and when battle is very... When I spoke the... Some what and when some my what's... And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness? Then my task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it. As you learn and train and when you devote some... Ask. Does it matter? Of course it does. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold... What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once that for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am. There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. and fell into darkness. My mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask. In you, all my hopes. If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives. There shall be no more shadows between us. Nothing more than we already know, and anything there is danger.
To serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you. I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek. I know, and I fear that others will see the mercy in your actions and in my survival, and use it as a weapon to do you greater harm. I felt you, heard you. I serve my master. I am an emissary. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long. You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, it would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blind. I cannot, I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched now that I have found you. You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you. There's a greatness in you. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my people spend their lives seeing the galaxy. It is not a subject which I have spoken of. It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible for everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply. Each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master, his power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people. The Jedi, the last count, they succeeded, and my people. He cannot deny his hunger for long, and now that the Jedi are vanished, they hope to see the threat that had been stalking them. He cannot deny, and now I will. It is not a subject. The planet was not destroyed. I've heard tales of Malachor, but do not mistake me. I will answer. I am not familiar with the place you speak of, but there are others whom... There are many factions within the Sith. Where one moves, it is not always known. They believe... I will... My people once had the power to perceive events. That sight may manifest its... My sight has been damaged. My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, but after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it. Only when one suffers do certain truths become... If you wish to know, perhaps it is... First you must close your eyes. Now in your mind, reach out. Imagine its energy. There. It is not as difficult. It will take effort to maintain such sight. I will answer what I can. Forgive me, but before you... You must not do this. So you say, but it is not... I remember little of my home world before I... It is not... I will... My life...
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to It shows. It's kind of... Alright.
seems quiet, just the wind. But deep beneath there's great power in this place, for those who can hear its call.
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain the most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the... After Malak and his army were defeated, instead of restoring order to Korriban, Revan suddenly departed, leaving both her destiny. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith... The Republic found evidence that several Sith Lords escaped. As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very... If you walk Korriban's surface, you... I will remain here and meditate. The Academy is on the other side of dark energy field. The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith Lord. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak. And so these tombs fell, spilling their secret.
What's going on?
My life is yours.